From a group of 6 men, 5 women and 4 children, a group of 4 persons is to be selected. In how many ways can the selection be done if at least 3 men to be included? Second one, no child to be included. Third, exactly 1 child to be included. So we have 6 men, 5 women and 4 children, and a group of 4 persons is to be selected. So let us first solve the first one. At least 3 men to be included. So this can be done in actually 3 ways. That is, we can have 3 men and 1 woman so that a group of 4 persons is formed. 3 men and 1 child, and all the 4 can be men. So here we have 3 different ways here in which we can form a group of 4 persons in which at least 3 men to be included. At least. So we can have 3 men. I mean, we must have 3 men, and or we can have more also. So 3 men plus woman can be one option. 3 men plus 1 child can be another option, or all 4 men. So these are the possible ways. So total number of combinations will be this plus the second one and plus the third one. So we will find out the first one here. First, 3 men plus 1 woman. Now 3 men can be selected from the 6 men. So 6C3 ways this can be done into 5C1, because there are 5 women and we have to select 1 woman. And since this is a combination problem, because we can select any men and any women and can be considered as one combination. So, and order does not matter here. So it is clearly a combination problem. So this can be done in 6C3 into 5C1 ways. That is 3 men and 1 woman plus 3 men and 1 child. So 3 men again can be selected from the 6 men. So 6C3 into 4C1, because there are 4 children and 1 child can be selected from 4 children. So into 4C1 plus all 4 can be men. So all 4 can be men selected from the 6 men. So 6C4. Now after solving all this, you will get 555 ways. So the first criteria is, if at least 3 men to be included, then the number of ways in which a group of 4 persons is to be selected is 555 ways. Now let's solve the second question. No child is to be included. Since there are 6 men, 5 women and 4 children, and since no child is to be included, we cannot choose any child from the 4 children. So we will take 6 plus 5, 11 members, from which we can choose any 4 members. So there is no restriction on how many men or how many women. So we can directly choose 4 persons from the 11 members. So this can be done in 11C4 ways. So 11C4 is equal to, apply the NCR formula, n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. So here n is 11, r is 4. So 11 factorial divided by 4 factorial into 11 minus 4, that is 7 factorial. So when you solve this, you will get 330 ways. So there are 330 ways in which a group of 4 persons can be formed, in which there is no child included. Let us solve the third question. Exactly 1 child is to be included. So here we have 4 children, and out of 4 children we have to take exactly 1 child. So this can be done in 4C1 ways, because there are 4 children and we have to select 1 child, exactly 1 child. So this can be done in 4C1 ways, and the remaining 3 persons in the group can be any number of men and any number of women. So we will take 11C3, because any 3 members from the 6 men and 5 women. So 6 plus 5 is 11. So this can be done in 11C3 ways. So now we will solve that. 4C1 into 11C3, that is equal to 4 factorial divided by 1 factorial into 3 factorial, because 4C1 is 4 factorial, n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. So it is 4 factorial divided by 1 factorial into 4 minus 1, that is 3 factorial. So here 11 factorial divided by r factorial, that is 3 factorial, and 11 minus 3, 8 factorial. So that is equal to, since 4 factorial can be written as 4 into 3 factorial, because we have 3 factorial in the denominator, we expand only till 3 factorial so that we can cancel out the terms. So it is 4 into 3 factorial divided by 1 into 3 factorial. Even this we have to expand till 8 factorial because we already have 8 factorial in the denominator, so we don't need to expand more, so we can cancel out those terms. So we will write 11 factorial as 11 into 10 into 9 into 8 factorial, and this 3 factorial is written as 3 into 2 into 1, and we will keep 8 factorial as it is. And now we can calculate cancel the 8 factorial in numerator and 8 factorial in denominator. So we are left here with 4 into 11 into 5 into 3. So after cancelling the terms you get this. So 4 into, so after calculation we will get 165 here. So it is 660. So the answer is 660. So a group of 4 persons can be formed in 660 ways where there is exactly one child in the group. Let's take the next question. A team of 11 players is to be selected from amongst 8 batsmen, 7 bowlers, 2 wicket keepers, so as to include at least 5 batsmen, 4 bowlers and exactly 1 wicket keeper. In how many ways can this be done? So here we have to select a team of 11 players, and the number of batsmen is given, bowlers and wicket keepers is given. But there are some conditions here. Now exactly 1 wicket keeper is to be selected in a team of 11 players. So this can be achieved in 2 C1 ways, because we have to select exactly 1 wicket keeper and there are 2 wicket keepers. So this can be done in 2 C1 ways. Now the next thing is we have to select at least 5 batsmen and 4 bowlers. So first let us take, if I take 5 batsmen, then I have to take 5 bowlers so that it can be a team of 11 members. So this can be done in 8C5 because there are 8 batsmen. I can select 5 batsmen from 8 batsmen. So that can be achieved by 8C5 into 7, and 4 bowlers can be selected from 7 bowlers, so that can be achieved by 7C5. Because a team of 11 players is required, if I take 5 batsmen, then I need 5 bowlers, so that 5 plus 5 plus 1 will be 11. So this can be done in this way. The other option can be, if I select 6 batsmen, then I need 4 bowlers to make a team of 11 players. So this can be done in 8C6 ways, that is 6 batsmen from 8 batsmen, 4 bowlers from the 7 bowlers and 1 wicket keeper from the 2 wicket keepers. So these are the 2 ways in which a team of 11 players can be selected so that these conditions are fulfilled. Now let us solve this. 8C6 is, again you can apply this formula, NCR is equal to n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. So it is 8 factorial divided by 6 factorial into 8 minus 6, 2 factorial. So similarly you can elaborate this, and after solving you will get 4312 different ways in which a team of 11 players can be selected. An examination paper contains 2 sections, each containing 8 questions. A candidate is to attend 10 questions in all, taking at least 4 from each section. In how many ways can the questions be answered? So here there are two sections in a question paper, and a candidate has to attend 10 questions in all, but he has to attend at least 4 questions from each section. Now this can be done in 3 different ways. Now suppose the candidate attends 4 questions from the first section, then this can be done in 8 C4 ways, because there are 8 questions in one section. So 4 questions in from 8 questions. So this can be done in 8 C4 ways. So if he attends 4 questions from the first section, then he has to attend 6 questions from the second section, because he has to attend 10 questions in all. So he can attend 6 questions from the second section. The another way is he can attend 6 questions from the first section and 4 questions from the second section. And yet another way can be 5 questions from the first section and 5 questions from the second section. So 5 questions from the first section and 5 questions from the second section. So we have to add all these combinations. So 8C4 into 8C6. Now this can be elaborated as 8 factorial divided by 4 factorial into 8 minus 4 factorial. And this can be written as 8 factorial divided by 6 factorial into 8 minus 6, that will be 2 factorial. So you can elaborate using this formula. It is NCR is equal to n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. So you can use this formula, elaborate this. After calculations, you will get 1960 plus 1960 plus 3136. After adding, you will get 7056 ways in which a candidate can answer 10 questions in all. Let's come to the next question. Each one of 15 persons who have gathered for a function shakes hands with every other person. Find the total number of handshakes. So there are 15 persons who have gathered for a function, and they shake hands with every other person. So how many total number of handshakes have happened? So here for handshake, there are 2 persons involved. So 2 persons are required, and there are 15 persons. So we can write it this way, 15C2, because for a handshake 2 hands are required or 2 persons are required. So 2 persons for one handshake, and there are 15 persons. So this can be done in 15C2 ways. So you can solve this using your formula. So it is 15 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 15 minus 2, that is 13 factorial. So this will be 15 into 14 into 13 factorial, and this will be 13 into 2 factorial. So after calculations, you can cancel 13 factorial, and 2 factorial is 2. So 2 sevens are 14. So it is 15 into 7, 105 total number of handshakes. A combination of lock has 5 rings, and each ring is marked with 5 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If the user forgets the correct combination to open the lock, what is the maximum number of unsuccessful attempts that he will have to make to open the lock? Now there is a combination lock and it has 5 rings. You might have seen the combination lock, and it has 5 rings, and each ring is marked with 5 digits. So you can form your own combination. You can select a digit on each ring and make your own combination. So if the user forgets the correct combination to open the lock, what is the maximum number of unsuccessful attempts he can make to open the lock? That we have to find out. So now let us first find out how many combinations are possible, so that we can find out the unsuccessful attempts. So first let us find out how many total number of combinations are possible on a 5 ring combination lock. So suppose that on the first ring there are 5 digits and we want to select one digit. So that can be done in 5C1 ways. So any one digit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out of these 5 digits you can select any one digit on the first ring. So and that can be done in 5C1 ways. Similarly on the second ring you can select any one digit. So suppose you select 1 here, then you can select either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the combination can be anything like 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 or 3, 4, 5, 1, 2 or 4, 5, 1, 3 like that. So or all same numbers like 5, 5, 5, 5. So any digit you can select on each ring. So that can be done in 5C1 ways. So same for the second ring, same for the third ring. Again for the fourth and fifth ring also you can select any digit irrespective of repetition or something like that. So any digit can be selected. So this can be done in 5C1 into 5C1 into 5C1 into 5C1 into 5C1 ways. Now we will solve this. After solving, now you can apply this formula here, and 5C1 is nothing but 5 because it will be 5 factorial divided by 1 factorial into 5 minus 4 factorial, which will be 4 factorial. So 4 factorial get cancelled, you will be left with 5. So 5C1 will be 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. So that will be 3125. So the total number of combinations that are possible on a 5 ring combination of log are 3125. So these are the total number of combinations that are possible. Now a person can be able to go to a or can successfully unlock this lock if he has to find out the correct combination. So here the maximum number of unsuccessful attempts can be all those attempts which are not the correct combination. So out of these 3125 combinations, there is one combination which is the correct combination which he need to use for opening the lock, and all other combinations, that is 3124 combinations, are wrong combinations. So the unsuccessful attempts to open the lock will be one less than the total number of combinations. So that can be 3124. So since only one combination is the correct combination, all other attempts are the failed attempts. So you can say those are unsuccessful attempts. So the maximum number of unsuccessful attempts can be only one less than the total number of combinations. So the total number of combinations one has to attempt will be 3124.